The last time we filmed a 10 things to toss video, it was November. So we've been in the house now for, 8 or 9 months since that last video. And let's be honest, there's been some buildup. Now, one of the challenges that comes around holiday time, I'm talking Thanksgiving and the winter holidays, Christmas and that kind of thing, is people feel this need to clean and it's a panic that sets in. You're hosting people and you start to freak out. I was just doing this magazine article interview and we were talking about holiday cleaning and it got me thinking, the decluttering needs to happen in the summer. Our massive decluttering work has to happen now so that we set the stage for a clean home when that holiday time hits later in the year. So in this video, I'm gonna be doing a massive declutter of my home because things have built up since the last time we filmed this video. No matter how good you are at decluttering, you still can't be perfect at it. So we're gonna find some things to toss. And if I can toss that housefly that's getting in my shot, I'm gonna do that too. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel and make sure that you have that notification bell turned on so you know whenever a new video of ours comes out. I should also tell you that for 2 more days, we have a 30% off site-wide sale over at makersclean.com. So if you're interested in scoring that deal, you can visit makersclean.com or makersclean.ca. We've also got links for you down below. Just to be clear, when I say the word toss, I don't necessarily mean tossing it in the garbage. What I'm going to try to do is find the most responsible way to eliminate whatever it is that I'm trying to get rid of from my home, whether it's textile recycling or electronics recycling, finding somebody else who might like the item. At the very bottom of the barrel is going to be putting the item in the garbage. So I just want to make that very clear, and I'll try to share with you the responsible way to dispose of each item as we go through this list. Throw and decorative pillows can really take over a room or a storage closet. When we moved into this home, we had some older furniture that came with these older throw pillows. Unfortunately, that furniture isn't exactly in the furniture rotation anymore, but the pillows still manage to linger around, and they're sitting in our basement, legitimately collecting dust. So it is at this point where we are gonna sort through all of the decorative pillows in our home. And by the way, it doesn't just mean that you need to get rid of your decorative pillows if you get new furniture, say. If your style or your color preference has changed and you're swapping out your throw pillows, that's a great time for you to get rid of them. Now, you know who loves throw pillows? Pet shelters. There was not a chance that I was gonna bring out some of my less beautiful underwear, so Chad graciously volunteered his. He's had these for a long time. I gotta say, these are probably going on 10 years. Underwear is something that we can really build up. Actually, I don't want to hold those anymore. Underwear is something that we can really build up over time because we're like, it's not that bad. Plus, who's seeing it? Maybe I need a bad pair of underwear. I don't know. I don't know what's going through your head about underwear, but I know the shtick that I have in my head about underwear, and I've certainly got different underwear for different situations. That said, I don't need like 50 or 60 pairs of them floating around. And at the end of the day, when I'm getting dressed, so I should say at the beginning of the day, when I'm getting dressed, I'm always picking out my favorite pair, the pair that I really want to wear that's most comfortable and that feels best on my body that day. That to me is a great indication that it's time to sort through my underwear drawer and get rid of some of the older stuff that maybe doesn't fit or maybe has a pulled string or a hole or who knows what else. I'd love to know in the comments down below, what's your threshold for throwing out a pair of underwear? This was a wedding gift. Every time I get flowers, if they fit this, whether or not I am in love with the design, it's a functional vase, so it sticks around. But it's actually heavy, so I'm not gonna hold it anymore. When I get sent flowers, other times they'll come in various size vases. And well, at the beginning, it is so exciting to get beautiful new flowers and check out the new vase. That vase eventually just becomes part of the clutter party in this house. What you can do, if you're willing to part ways with some of these smaller and larger vases, you can bring them to your office and use them for pen holders. Because let's be honest, it's a step up from the ugly plastic ones that we get at the office supply stores. Or if you have an upcoming occasion where you need vases, say you're doing like a DIY wedding or birthday party, great. Or if you need to give gifts to a friend and you want to use a vase to put some flowers together, fine. Otherwise, please do yourself and me and the world a favor and just move on from the vases, donate them, and be done with them. Several years ago, when we still had a DVD player, Chad and I used to pop in episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm and watch them on repeat because this show is hysterical. But these days, we subscribe to a screaming service. It's a streaming service, and we don't need these anymore. So thanks, Larry, but we're done. Now, if you love playing video games, apparently, I don't play them, but apparently you can even get these online, and any movie that you ever would want to see, you can also get a digital download of. So the question is, are these even useful anymore? And I'd love to know in the comments down below, are you one of those people who loves to stack up and collect all of your DVDs and your movies and your video games? Like, is that a sentimental thing for you? I have a nephew. He loves all of this stuff. So when you walk into his room, he has like bookshelves of it, and it means a lot to him. So I keep to myself. I don't say anything, mind my own business. But for me, I actually don't want any shelf space being taken up by these things anymore. So we are getting rid of these and just appreciating our digital streaming capabilities. We just did a move. We relocated our Clean My Space service office HQ from one location to another. And with a move comes a ton of decluttering. And one of the things we really had to get rid of, a lot of electronics, both the peripherals like keyboards and monitors, and then the computer towers and the hard drives themselves. This was overwhelming because over the years, whether it's a business, a home-based business, or even personal stuff, this really builds up. I mean, in our basement, I've definitely seen a box or two full of this and wires and some of these. So I know that both at work and at home, this clutter can really build up. What you can do to safely get rid of this, there are proper electronics recycling facilities. Again, you can look these up online and see where they are in the place that you live. But for something like a hard drive, and this is why I moved 5 computers from our old home office to 3 subsequent offices, was because I didn't know how to safely get rid of them. But here's what I've learned. You can take your computer towers to a computer recycling facility, and either you can remove the hard drives yourself, or if you're someone like me, you just claim like, oh, I'm gonna collect my pearls, I don't know how to do that. And they'll do that for you. And then they'll give these to you and you can take them home, get yourself a metal drill bit. And if you think about a hard drive, it's got like a CD inside. So what you wanna do is just drill a hole in one of the sides here, or I should say on one of the sides here, so that you effectively ruin the CD. The CD's not readable anymore, so your hard drive is garbage. Then you can recycle that just in your regular blue box, and you're done. When Chad and I first started dating, this was back in 2006, this guy was a cigarette smoker. In fact, on our first date, he got up 3 times to have a smoke. Now, since then, he's quit cold turkey, and I gotta hand it to him because I know that was not easy. But with all of the moves that we've done over the years, and the fact that when you need a little lighter and you can't find it, you just go and you pick another one up, we've accumulated quite the lighter collection. In fact, I don't think Chad was even being earnest when he collected these 8 for this video shoot right now. So one of the things to keep in mind when you have a lighter is to know that it contains lighter fluid. Lighter fluid is what gets ignited and creates a fire for you. But the problem is you can't throw lighter fluid in the garbage. So if you're going to get rid of your lighters, you have to make sure all the lighter fluid is used up first. So keep your lighters front and center, use up that fluid, and then pitch them in the garbage. Obviously, because it's flammable, it is not safe to throw them out prior to that. Now, if you want a more sustainable option, and I know you do, just pick up some wood matches. When I was younger, in my late teens, my friends and I, no matter whose house we were at, when the parents were out, we would always go to the alcohol cupboard in the house just to explore, just to see what was there. It was innocent. I remember we would open that alcohol cupboard or the doors, wherever the alcohol was, and this stale smell would hit you because my friends, none of their parents were big drinkers, including my own. So they would have these like bottles that were legitimately collecting dust on them at varying levels of fullness. And you just knew that that alcohol had been there since their own honeymoon 30 years ago. Alcohol does not have an infinite shelf life. So if you're one of those people who doesn't go through your bottles fairly regularly, it would be a good idea to go to your bar and kind of just dump anything out that doesn't smell right or that's been sitting around for longer than a year. Sometimes when you get a gift, you really get two, the gift itself and the gift bag. Now, a lot of us think, okay, gift bag, it's in perfectly good condition. I'm just gonna keep it for the next time I need to give a gift. Well, we've all been down that rabbit hole. We know where that goes. 10 years later, you have a big old pile of gift bags and nobody to give them to. So what I've started to do is talk to my teacher friends and say, hey, do you guys need gift bags for class? Before I can even finish my sentence, yes. So if you have a big pile of gift bags, donate them to your kid's school or to a teacher friend of yours. I'm sure they will love them for crafts or storage or anything in between. Teachers can be quite creative and they're on a budget, so something like this would actually go a long way. Now, if you know you have an upcoming need for some gifts, it's certainly okay to keep a couple of gift bags here or there, but if you start piling up gift bags, they're just gonna be hogging up space in your home for no good reason. Now, these are one of the worst offenders when it comes to clutter buildup in your storage spaces at home. This suitcase right here, I have had probably at this point for 3 years, and it still works very well. However, as soon as it stops serving its purpose, I'm going to move on from it. You know why? Because I have kept so many pieces of luggage that I no longer need, that I think it's pretty good, I might need it. The truth is, you have your favorite stuff that you travel with, and everything else that you don't travel with just sits there and collects dust. And because it's not in your home, in your active living spaces and part of your everyday life, it's very easy to just ignore them and leave them, but they build up and they can become overwhelming and frankly, ridiculous. You know, you might get a set of luggage and you find you only use one piece of that set. And if it's in great condition, perhaps you can offer it up to a friend or family member who does need some good quality new luggage. But if your luggage isn't in great shape, I would say at that point you can donate it or you can find a way to safely dispose of it, because frankly it's doing you no good and it is taking up valuable retail space in your home. Perhaps in my house more than most, we have a lot of cleaning tools and a lot of cleaning products for obvious reasons. We're testing them, we get sent things, we're often trying things out here at the house, and that means that we're building up quite a bit of these cleaning tools, and we have duplicates kicking around. Now, some of these have definitely seen better days, like I'm looking at a couple of these cleaning toothbrushes. That would not be suitable even for cleaning purposes at this point. And same with these scrub brushes. This one really has also seen better days. So what I recommend with all of your cleaning tools, whether you have them in a centralized location or if you have little satellite cleaning units around your house, is to corral everything together and have a good, honest look at it. Even though decluttering takes a lot of work, both physical and emotional, I can tell you that every time I've done it, I've never looked back. I've never felt bad about something I've gotten rid of. And even with our most recent office move, we parted ways with a lot of stuff, furniture, and other really good quality items because we downsized our office space and we're now in a co-working space. I didn't feel 1 ounce of sadness for the stuff that we were moving on from because it served its purpose and there was no point of me holding on to it and moving it when it had moved past its useful life for us. So I'd love to know in the comments down below, what is it that you really need to declutter? Let me know. I still have like way more than 10 things to toss in this house. My summer project is ongoing and perhaps I'll keep you updated about what else we are going to be getting rid of. I also want to remind you that our 30% off site-wide sale is on over at makersclean.com and makersclean.ca. It's only on for another 2 days, so if you're interested, make sure that you check it out, and we'll also put some links for you down below. If you want to see what we're up to during the rest of the week, you can follow along on Instagram. I'm at Melissa Maker. Chad is at the Chad Reynolds. The two of us are at Clean My Space. If you like the Clean My Space channel and you want to help support us, it's really easy. You can just watch another video right after this one, and it really helps us out. Here are a couple that you might love. If you want to learn more about Makers Clean microfiber cloths, you can click this button right over here. There is a button down there that lets me know you care, so click it if you liked this video, and click this button right here to subscribe and begin your journey to a cleaner life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.